Hey everybody, thanks for showing up. Lou and I did a training event for the Army. This is Colonel Matt Reumler. He's a friend of mine, and we were just at a function at his house, and we're talking. He's a nurse anesthetist for the U.S. Army, and he trains other nurse anesthetists. So he basically brings these nurse anesthetists to the next level. And it's a little bit more than just putting somebody to sleep. It's being able to wake them up again. And so we were talking and kind of talking, doing a little bit of war stories exchanges. And he said, "Hey, we get a tremendous amount of training, but never any firearms training." So we just got to talking. I said, "Well, let me try to put something together." So we figured out that, hey, we got one day to work with, and I put something together, and I was thinking, well, who am I going to get to assist me in this? And immediately I thought about Lou, and Lou was a tremendous asset to him. I gave him just a broad concept, and he came up with this tremendous shooting program, and we exchanged a few ideas, talked for briefly about it, and we kind of just made it happen. We started out in the classroom in the morning, and then took everybody down to the range in the afternoon. We shot 22 pistol, and then we shot center fire pistol, and then it all kind of culminated in basically a tactical IPSC kind of match. Did it for time and all that stuff, and I think everybody got a lot out of it. Reason why we kind of I was interested in it because I came from the Army. I spent large part of my career on Fort Bragg, and really this school and the U.S. Army are very much connected. Global war on terrorism. Okay, and I'll speak from my own point of view. The things I was taught here in this school saved lives overseas. Things that Wayne Bernayer taught me, Len Fagan taught me, Jim Fiddler taught me. Okay, Walter Heim. Things that when I was in that austere environment, I had nothing to work with. But what I had, which is usually a pile of junk, I was able to make it happen and get those assets into people's hands where it would make a difference. Okay, I'm very proud of the relationship, and very quietly the Army sends a lot of people here, active duty soldiers here, to take advantage of the NRA courses put on by Alex, and take lens classes and marks classes, because I see a lot of people here that I may not know by face, may not know by name, but I recognize their faces. So the connection between this college and Fort Bragg and efforts that are going on are undeniable. Okay, so that was my little thing as far as putting a little something back into the Army as far as Matt's people and stuff like that, because they're always in harm's way, and it takes an awful lot to train one of his students. He has them for 2 years.
2 years.
2 years to learn how to put somebody to sleep, get them through surgery, and bring them back. There's a lot. That's it in a nutshell. So I was real happy to do that, and I was glad Lou was able to take part. And so Matt's here to give Lou an award, and want everybody to recognize Lou's contribution to that. And when I asked Lou about it, there was no hesitation. He said, "I'll be there. What do you need from me?" I gave him a few ideas, and he ran with it. So I think that's what we're all trying to achieve, and that's what we've been trying to achieve with our curriculum. I think we've done it. We've done it, especially you guys going out into the industry. Yeah, school's going to end here in a little bit. So anyhow, but Colonel Reumler.
So again, thanks to Matt and Lou for their time and their efforts. I went over to Matt's house and met Lou for the first time one Sunday afternoon, and it was clear to me that they knew exactly what they were talking about and what they were doing, and I had no clue what they were talking about and what they wanted to do. So I'm a medical guy. I've been a nurse for maybe longer than some of you guys have been on the earth. So I can't express our gratitude enough. We don't get training like this just as medical professionals in the Army. Yes, we're soldiers too, but we don't get the same caliber and the same quality. So Matt approached me and asked me if we could do something to recognize Lou's efforts because he took time out of his own schedule, and I said absolutely, we can certainly do that. But at the same time, I was not about to recognize one instructor without recognizing both instructors. Surprise. So these are mirror images of one another. I just want to read this off real quick. For recognition of your outstanding knowledge and commitment to the proper instruction in safe firearms handling and shooting skills, the U.S. Army Graduate Program in Anesthesia Nursing Class of 2021 expresses its deepest appreciation and gratitude for your willingness to go above and beyond all expectations. So, Luke, come on over here. The students thank you. I thank you. We learned a lot that day. We had a heck of a lot of fun too. So. All right. And the first time I met Matt, we actually met through the church that we go to, and our wives kind of clicked as instant friends, and I think I met your wife 3 or 4 times before I actually met you, probably. So anyhow, Matt says, "Oh, I'm a retired NCO." I said, "Okay, great." And then I, sort of through the grapevine, I got to understand what that was that Matt used to do. And he has taken his former job as an active duty NCO and takes it in the classroom with you guys every day. And you may not get to appreciate to what extent that is, but I have a new appreciation for it now. So again, thank you for your time and your efforts, and we greatly appreciate it. It's genetic.
Matt, I tell people this time's the toughest part of the trade. Once more, guys, anytime you ever want to do it again, I'm about it. I'll make myself about it. I enjoy it.
Well, I will tell you that my the junior class through the grapevine heard about what we got to do, and they kind of said, "Well, when is it our turn?" So I said, "All right."
Well, if he's in, I'm in.
Well, we can drag him up here and get him on the range or something.
We'll keep that in mind. But
Okay,
thank you guys again. It was a huge honor for us to have you guys.
Those of you guys that are in class with Matt, or will have his in classes, I'll tell you one of the scariest things I've ever seen is when he came at me with a rubber knife, and I knew it was a rubber knife. In his attack mode, we were demonstrating the Tooler drill, the 21-foot rule. I don't think I've been that afraid in the last 25 years as I was when I looked at that man coming at me with a knife, knowing his background.
Well, I'm here to tell you, Lou shot the best when we did a demonstration of the course of fire and all that stuff. And I tell you what, I'm sure his wife is glad that he finally tore down the Nerf range in the living room, because he's probably running that thing day and night with a Nerf pistol in the living room. So he's probably thankful that the training event was over and stuff like that. But yeah, he did real well, and I think everybody benefited from it. So more to follow on that. Anytime you get involved with anything positive, it not only helps the people that you're assisting, but it also helps you. It cements everything in there. You don't truly own anything until you have to teach it. I'm a firm believer in that. So, all right, that's about it.
Thanks for coming out, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks a lot. Take care.